University of Windsor Alumni Field, the site of League One Ontario soccer action here on WeTV. My name is Dominic Papa, and certainly we're glad to have you along. The opening match for Windsor TFC as they take on North Mississauga here this evening. Great conditions, a nice cool night, a little bit of a breeze, but all in all, a pretty good night for soccer. And these two teams kicking off the schedule here this evening, both looking to build on what they accomplished last year. Speaking of last year, North Mississauga finished 10 points better than the Windsor team. North Mississauga with 38 points last year, Windsor finishing up with 28. Here's the starting roster for the North Mississauga squad. Anthony White will be the goalkeeper. Anthony Wright, Sundin Esperance, Al Elzier, Juan Berhal, Laith Ali, Jordan Prescott, Dale Cudmore, Daniel White, Andy Motina, and Mutaba Amin, the starters for head coach Sam Medeiros. On the other side of the field, the Windsor TFC squad, a number of players returning back this season in goal. The starting goalkeeper from last year, number 30, Kyle Vizarakis. Jamar Kelly, a standout player for the TFC squad. Number 8, also number 12 will be Christopher Al Youssef. Number 19, Damon Johnson Holder. Number 4 will be Luke Husbands. Number 7, Stefan Zastavnikovic. Number 22, Cyprian Kodia. Number 13, Kyle Ruggeber. Number 19, I've already mentioned 19, I apologize. Number 11 will be Bryce Phillips. Number 9, Stefan Adamalu makes his return back to the team. And wearing number 10, Celso Carapau. The Windsor TFC squad, new head coach on the bench this year, and that is head coach Zibi Piatkovic. The officiating staff for tonight's game, there you can see the head referee is Fabrizio Stasola. The assistant referee, number 1, Scott Bowman. Assistant referee, number 2, Joey Filipich. And the fourth official tonight, Mikey Filipich. The two teams are at midfield. We are just about set to go. League One Ontario soccer action here on WeTV. Certainly glad to have you on board with us here this evening. We look for a great season of soccer here from League One Ontario, more specifically, of course, with Windsor TFC. A lot of movement in the off-season for this club, and we'll see if the hard work pays off for Vancho Sorovsky, the Director of Operations, and the entire organization here. Just to mention, last year these two teams met twice. It was TFC winning 3-1 here at home, and that was in May. And then last season on the road, Mississauga at home pounded Windsor TFC by a 6-2 score. Just to let you know, TFC scored 63 goals last year. That was third best in the league. Vaughan Azzurri with 70 and FC London, or I should say Toronto FC Academy with 70. The only two teams to score more goals than Mississauga last season. Mississauga surrendered 42 goals against. For the Windsor TFC squad, they finished with 44 goals for, and they gave up 42 last season. So both teams, I'm sure, looking to improve defensively. And no doubt Windsor TFC would like to see a few more balls go into the back of the net. Just underway here at Alumni Field at the University of Windsor, a beautiful stadium. And again, a nice night for some League One Ontario soccer action. Adamalu tried to find Bryce there. That doesn't connect. First whistle of the game goes in Mississauga's favor. Wright trying to move the ball up. Comes back here to Berhal. Berhal, just a one-timer onto the right side. That was intended for Cudmore. And it goes into touch off the TFC player. Mississauga now controls. This is Berhal. He'll send it back as Mississauga patiently setting up. Berhal going to the right side. There's a ball inside. That's to Prescott. Prescott sends it back. Mississauga with the first attack here. A long hit from outside the box. Vizarakis easily handles that one. TFC Windsor in the all-red, white trim. North Mississauga wearing white with the black. These two teams will hook up one more time this year, but that's not until late August that they'll see each other again. Another one into touch here. We're just about 2.5 minutes into that first half. Play on the far side, and Mississauga decides to send it back to the goalkeeper, Anthony White. White quickly to Daniel White, and the goalkeeper gets it back. A long boot. This is Esperance. Ali. Bearhall. Bearhall pulls up. Send a long ball down the right side, trying to find his teammate on a run. It's intercepted there by Jamar Kelly, the veteran defender of the TFC squad. Kelly finds a man open. That's Zastavnikovic, and that ball will go into a goalkeeper's kick. 3.5 gone by here in the first half. The opening night, League One Ontario Soccer. Here for the Windsor TFC squad. Vizarakis to Adamalo, or check that. That goes off the head of a Mississauga defender. Carapau tries to find Adamalo. That doesn't connect. Mississauga controls now in the midfield. Prescott being watched there closely by Zastavnikovic. He'll send it over to Anthony Wright, to Daniel White. Anthony Wright wearing number 3, Daniel Wright wearing number 14. They had to test me on the first night. See how I'll do with these names. Holder. Trying to send it back to Vizarakis. Vizarakis has to come out of the crease area, and he one-times it. Play here on the left side. And again, it goes into touch. That'll be a throw-in to Mississauga. Sundin Esperance will perform those duties. Sends it back to Daniel White. Over to Anthony Wright. He'll switch. No, decides to pull up. Stays on the right side with it. Now he'll send a long ball into the middle. Vizarakis well out of the crease and handles that one nicely. TFC down into the Mississauga, and pretty much for the first time in this first 5.5 minutes or so. And they're going to get, it looks like they're going to get a corner kick too. See the setup there. A low kick through the crease. Mississauga gets a foot on it. TFC controls, though. They'll try crossing it again. Right in front, all alone. And they're calling an offside, as you couldn't quite make out who the TFC player was, but right away the play was flagged down. Here comes TFC. Carapau to Kodia. Over to Youssef. Oh, Youssef. Being watched closely there by Elzier. He sends it back to Luke Husbands, who moves it over to the goalkeeper, Vizarakis. Jamar Kelly back to Vizarakis. 6:45 and counting here gone by in the first half. Long ball intended here for Adamalu. White got a foot on it, but it kept in the play there. Or no, it does go into touch. Adamalu quickly throws it in. And head referee Fabrizio Stasola didn't like it. Oh, they're saying it wasn't out. I think Steven was trying to fool him a little bit there. He was getting called for a handball. That's why they have the linesmen there. Make those calls, right? Amin is tripped up. Be a free kick awarded here to Mississauga. This is a dangerous area. Within striking range. See how the TFC team intends to defend this. About 32 yards out. A good strike. Could cause problems for any goalkeeper. Tried to cross it into the middle, tried to bend it in there. Goes off ahead and out to the right side. Mississauga trying to get the cross, and that goes out of bounds. Off Jamar Kelly. It'll be a corner kick awarded here to North Mississauga. Had a chance to spend some time with some of the TFC brass yesterday. It was also great to have the brass from Toronto TFC, the big team, down for a luncheon with the mayor. And what a great afternoon put together by TFC, though, Windsor TFC. Again, that affiliation that was created last year is certainly growing nicely, and it was great to meet some of the best people in soccer in North America with the Toronto TFC group. Had a chance to talk to the president of the team, Bill Manning. What an incredible, classy man. And full marks to that group for taking the time to come down and visit in Windsor here. It's a great afternoon for sure. Windsor controls for a moment. Mississauga now comes up with an interception. This is going to be Daniel White. Switches sides. Looks to the left to Elzier. Back to White. Over to Anthony Wright. Into touch it goes. Behar, I should say, from Mississauga controls now. He's being marked closely. Behar controls. And Mississauga very patient with the ball right now. They've been controlling it for the most part for the first 11 minutes here. It's mostly been Mississauga in control. That one goes into touch in favor for the Windsor TFC squad. All the way back to Vizarakis. Vizarakis going to send a long one that doesn't connect for the TFC squad. Mississauga now. White to Ali. Ali controls. Over to Anthony Wright. That pass blocked by Zastavnikovic, and it goes into touch. Long throw in here. Goes off the head of Cyprian Kodea. Alzier controls to Ali. Laith Ali back to Daniel White. That pass knocked into touch. Another one goes into touch. This one will go to Windsor TFC. Almost 13 minutes gone by here in the first half of this season opener for Windsor TFC. Ali quickly on the turnover, sends it to the right side. Some room here for Mississauga to work. This is, I believe that was Esperance. He couldn't get anywhere with it. That pass intercepted. Windsor TFC has not had much luck in controlling the ball at all. And again, they've only had it down into the Mississauga end of the field only once. Corner kick to speak of, and that was it. Here's Holder into Carapau. Back to Holder on the right side. Holder looks for the cross, and he just doesn't get a good placement. And that'll go into a goalkeeper's kick. Still scoreless here at the Alumni Field here at the University of Windsor. We want to thank Lyuna 625 as the presenting partner for the Windsor TFC squad this season. Rob Petroni and the gang coming on board this year. Also Mezzo Restaurant. Again, another outstanding partner with the team, and Unique Tool and Gauge. Also, again on board with Windsor TFC, tremendous supporters of this soccer program. And that one just rolls into touch in favor of Mississauga. Right. Sends a long ball right in the middle. He finds Prescott there. Prescott goes back. We'll check that. That was Amin, number 21, not number 11. And patiently, the Mississauga team goes back to goalkeeper Anthony White. Vizarakis, boy, he's a force out there, isn't he? The goalkeeper of Windsor TFC. Holder tries to go up the right side. That's a handball. Break there for Windsor. Luke Husbands will take care of the free kick. Long ball right in the middle. Mississauga gets a leg on it. Ali now clears it out of harm's way. Here's Husbands following up. And he'll send a long ball back to Vizarakis, who just quickly plays it over to Jamar Kelly. I don't know if that plays in the playbook, but it was interesting. Anthony White, the goalkeeper. To Daniel White. Little touch pass doesn't connect there. Alzier looking for his teammate Bearhall. Right side, Al Youssef for the Windsor squad. Can't get his pass to get through as it goes off of Daniel White. It will be a corner kick though for Windsor. As we approach the 17-minute mark of this first half. Nothing to speak of any significant scoring chances as of yet. Windsor will try to take advantage of this corner kick. Zastavnikovic launches a high one right into the middle. Scramble for it, and Juan Bearhall makes sure it gets put out into the midfield. Alzier to Ali. back to Alzir. Al-Alzir. Can't get anywhere with it. That's intercepted. This is Al Youssef. He's knocked down. Goes into touch. It's going to be Mississauga's ball. Windsor looking for a foul, perhaps. Didn't get the call. Bearhall. To White. Back to Anthony White, the goalkeeper. Long right side ball. This one not connecting. Throw in for Windsor. Adamalo almost was sprung free there. That pass just intercepted at the last second. Carapau come over to support the situation. There is a foul. Or are they calling it offside? Okay. We approach the 18.5-minute mark. Right, a one-timer. You can see the wind really holding up that ball pretty good. A pretty good stiff breeze. As that ball goes into touch one more time. Windsor TFC will be back home again on May 6th. We'll be back here at the Alumni Field. Al-Alzir. Windsor now controls. Adamalu. Mississauga wanted a handball call. Didn't get it. Adamalo continues, trying to split the middle of the defense. He's taken down, no call there. Ball goes into touch. It'll be a free throw for the Windsor TFC squad. Adamalo, I'll tell you, for a guy that would be considered a little bit older in this league, he's still got some pretty good wheels. Good burst of speed. Tremendous skill level. That one rolls into a goalkeeper's kick. You can see this turf field makes a huge difference. Ball just takes off instead of settling into a nice natural grass. Not a very good goalkeeper kick. Works out for Windsor. This will go into touch. A little bit of confusion here. Windsor thought it was theirs. Daniel White over to Anthony Wright. White and Wright. How's that for a defensive combo? And then you have the goalkeeper who's White. So that pass just went from White to Wright to White. Okay. Throw in for the TFC squad. They're trying to get some offense going. Not much to speak of right now, as Mississauga has been pretty stingy on the back end. This pass is going to be intercepted. This is Motina, number 19. He can't connect. And Jamar Kelly sends it back to Vizarakis. A good one-timer. Boy, that would be a great field goal kick. Foul against TFC, and I think we're going to get our first warning here from referee Fabrizio Stasola as Adamalu not agreeing with the call. A couple of words. Stasola lets Steven know he's in charge here. Carapau. This is Phillips, number 11, to Kelly as TFC moves up. Kelly with a nice move, continues. He controls Kelly. Again, trying to get to the outside, and a nice collision there as Jamar Kelly was going on a nice run, and he may have got the worst of that collision by the looks of it. He's holding that right knee area. Boy, you don't like to see that. Kelly slow to get up. Looks like he's going to be able to walk it off. An outstanding career so far here with TFC. Jamar Kelly has been a strong player each year. Outstanding athlete is Jamar Kelly. So this is a good scoring chance here for TFC as they're set up just to the right of goalkeeper Anthony White. Just outside the 20-yard line, about 22 yards out. Right at the net, they go for it, and it goes high and over the net. First real good shot for Windsor TFC, though. It goes into a goalkeeper's kick. Check with we-tv.ca. We've got all the Windsor TFC soccer information there for you. We can also connect you to the TFC soccer site. So if you're looking to follow the team throughout the year, go to we-tv.ca. Check out our page with all the TFC soccer news, our broadcast dates. Keep you posted all season long as we follow Windsor TFC throughout the League One Ontario campaign. I know this is the first game of the year, but boy, oh boy, this has been a pretty slow-paced game so far. I mean, there's, the feeling out process, but I think it's going into a little overtime here. There's not much going on either way right now. I guess TFC, you can say, has taken over the ball a little more. First 12, 13 minutes, it was all Mississauga in control. Didn't really gain any great scoring opportunities, but they certainly controlled the ball a lot. Now, for the last several minutes, Windsor TFC has come on and controlled the ball, but it hasn't really generated any scoring opportunities themselves. Here's a chance for Mississauga as Kelly battling Vizarakis. A good heads-up move there to slide and take that ball away. Good recovery by Kelly as well, though. And Windsor takes away a potentially dangerous scoring threat. Carapau can't control that ball. Ali does, though, for Mississauga. He sends it back to Daniel White, who lets it go to Anthony White. Anthony Wright. Bear Hall. Ali. Ali being marked closely by Kodea. Ali fights him off, sends it back to White. White looking to go left side, up the line. He finds Esperance to Alzier. Prescott Trying to work a nice little backdoor play, and again, Vizarakis reads it nicely, comes out and covers up. Adamalu trying to catch up with this ball. Being watched by Wright. Adamalu hauled down. Adamalu continues to play, and it goes into a goalkeeper's kick. Adamalu got to be careful here. He's already been warned once. Adamalu, very passionate player, that's for sure. Esperance. White switches fields for a moment. Bearhall. Right. Zastavninkovic gets ahead on that ball to stop it from going any further, but Mississauga comes right back. Cross out front, off a foot. That was off Kelly's foot, I believe. Al Youssef now comes up with it for Windsor to Kodea. Cyprian Kodea being marked there by Bearhall. There's Ali to Esperance. Prescott. Back to Wright. To White. You can hear Vizarakis encouraging his teammates, let's get control of this ball. A bit of indecision there on the part of Windsor, and Mississauga might be able to turn this into a good scoring chance. Right up front, scores! As Mississauga makes Windsor pay. As Windsor was showed a little bit of confusion there as they were coming out with the ball, and Mississauga forced the turnover, and just like that, they put it into the back of the net. I believe that was Andy Maltina, number 19, taking the pass right out front, and Vizarakis had no chance for it. Comes in at about the 29.5-minute mark. Andy Motina makes it 1-0 North Mississauga. Mississauga not happy that there wasn't a call there. As things picking up now a little bit to feel a little more intensity here on the field. That ball will roll into a goalkeeper's kick. So it's going to be Andy Motina for Mississauga. North Mississauga opening the scoring. Make that at about the 29.5-minute mark. We'll see how Windsor TFC responds to it. This is Ali. Ali gets it back again just over the midway stripe. They'll send it into Prescott. Prescott back to Ali. Ali looks, pulls up, marked closely there. That's Carapow marking him closely. Carapow stays on him, and now he trips him up, and we're going to get our first yellow card of the game. Celso Carapow going to be the guilty party. And you can see the emotions of the Mississauga team as well. So free kick here for North Mississauga. Yellow card issued to Celso Carapow. Holder being marked. He's tripped. Ball goes into touch. Throw in for Windsor it's going to be free kick, Windsor TFC. Luke Husbands to perform the duties. Long ball, upfield. Mississauga gets a head on it. Ali tries to get a foot on it. Windsor takes over. Al Youssef trying to find Kodia. Youssef intercepts here. Youssef down the right side, quickly looking to cross. It goes off a foot. Corner kick for Windsor. Windsor now looking to try to tie this game before the half is out. 33 minutes into it. This will be Stefan Zastavnikovic. Out front. Oh, and Kodia just couldn't get a good foot on that one as it was spinning and goes off to the side of the net. Cooling off here in Windsor. Some of the fans have sported some jackets now. Have to say I'm a little spoiled tonight. I got a nice warm booth. And there's another infraction. Let's see where referee Stasola goes with this one. It's going to be a free kick awarded to Windsor. No card. Perhaps a warning. Cyprian Kodia trying to get the ball set up quickly. Stasola orders the Mississauga wall to move back. 10 paces, I believe it is. So this is obviously a very dangerous kick. Kodia will try his luck. A four-man wall for Mississauga, you could see right there. Kodia's left footer blocked. Looks like it went off of Mutaba Amin, number 21. And Mississauga dodges a bullet there. 35 minutes gone in the first half. A goal by Andy Motina of North Mississauga. The difference in this match so far. Battle on the left side. TFC trying to come up with it. And there's another infraction. And what are we going to get called here? I believe we're going to get a penalty shot. Yes, indeed, we are. Penalty shot awarded to Windsor TFC. Just coming at about the 35.5-minute mark. Looks like Celso Carapau will take care of the duties here. Carapau strikes it right side, low, and he fills the back of the net. Celso Carapau ties this one up for Windsor TFC, taking advantage of a penalty shot. And at the 36-minute mark, we have a 1-1 score between Windsor TFC and North Mississauga. A little bit of persistence paying off there for Windsor TFC. A nice response to the North Mississauga goal. And they find a way to even things up here at the Alumni Field here in Windsor. Long ball left side. Esperance for Mississauga. Can't control it off his chest. Windsor takes over. Kodia, left footer up the right side. This is Carapau, who just scored on the penalty shot on the right side, trying to get around his defender. Nice defense there by North Mississauga. free throw coming up here for Windsor. Damon Johnson Holder looks across the field. He'll try to throw this to Adamalu. They play catch with it, cross in front, and we're getting a foul called against Windsor in the crease area. Getting up slowly there. Looked like it was number 13, Dale Cudmore for Mississauga. Looks like he'll be fine. Cudmore again knocked down.
How many periods are there in this game?
Cudmore. He's getting banged up. It kind of reminds me of that soccer video online with Steve Sterling, the goalkeeper, that keeps getting pegged in the head. Hilarious video. Actually, that's what I watched today as my soccer preparation. Got me into soccer mode, that's for sure. Ali, a long cross to the right side. This is Jordan Prescott being watched by Zastavnikovic. Cross comes over, and no one home there for Mississauga. But they continue to control. This is Amin, number 21, trying to get around his man. That was Holder. Holder and Amin battle, and it goes into touch. What are they saying? They're going to say, actually, they're going to say goalkeeper's kick. As we hit the 39-minute mark of this first half, don't think there's been, don't start thinking about extra time. I don't think there'll be too much time tacked on if it indeed continues to flow like this. No real delays as of yet. Fortunately, the latter stages of this first half, the game has picked up, the pace has picked up, which has been nice. TFC now on a counterattack, trying to find Karapau. Was Zastavnikovic. Mississauga read that nicely. That one again goes into touch. Again, I think the players are having a little bit of a tough time with the wind. Some of those balls are just being blown to the sides, hanging in the air. Adamalu will take that pass from Kelly. Right away, he's marked by Bearhall, but Alamalu comes back with it. Sends it over to the left side, and tripped up there. It was number 13, Kyle Ruggaber. This is Prescott. Prescott, a little heel pass there. Quick cross, and kicking it out of the crease area was Luke Husband's corner kick coming up here for North Mississauga. Andy Motina, number 21, or number 19, I should say, scoring for North Mississauga, and it was Celso Karapau with a penalty shot goal, replying for Windsor TFC. That's where we're at, 1-1. The time you see on your screen there, on your monitor at home, that is not the official time, but certainly in the neighborhood. Here's Adamalu now. Left side run. He finds Karapau on the move. Karapau, or I should say, that's Ruggaber. Back to Adamalu. Adamalu switches over here to Holder. Karapau is tripped up. And good to see those two players shake hands, and we'll leave it at that. Just at about the 30-yard mark. Free kick here for Windsor. Almost straight onto the net. Kodia or Adamalu? I say it's going to be Kodia, and indeed it is. His shot blocked right into the wall. Adamalu trying to get loose on the outside. He'll cross it, and getting ahead on it is Mississauga. Now Ali helps out, but he can't clear it. Windsor still controls. Al-Youssef sends it out to the left side. Here's the cross, a low one. Getting a foot on it, scores! Celso Carapau, his second of the game, second of the half, as Mississauga failed to clear, and Carapau took advantage of the gift right out front and pounded it home. That goal coming at about the 42.5-minute mark of this first half. So again, as I mentioned earlier, the latter stages of this first half, Windsor has certainly turned up the intensity level, and they've staked themselves to a 2-1 lead now after Mississauga opened up the scoring. TFC Windsor has come back-to-back goals by Celso Carapau. Approximately a minute and a half to go here in the first half. See how much injury time, or extra time I should say, will be added on. Again, I'm anticipating not too much. Celso Carapau tries to control his pass intercepted. Laith Ali, number 10 for Mississauga, slowly turns around. Prescott being marked there by Phillips. Back to Anthony Wright. Bear Hall looks downfield. Has a couple of players on run, but they can't connect. Holder gets a foot on it. That'll go into touch. No indication of time, if there's going to be any extra time. Offside the call against Mississauga, so Windsor will take over the ball. As we're approaching the 45-minute mark, and we haven't seen any indication of if there's going to be any extra time. Now we're going to get it, I believe. They're going to add 1 minute, so not much. I'm not surprised at that. 1 minute of extra time been added here. Tried to work a give and go there, did the TFC squad. Doesn't work. Phillips trying to get loose, and quickly Anthony Wright gets a foot on it and sends it into touch. 1 minute of added time has been added here to the first half. A very fast half. Started out slow, but I'd say after the first goal there scored by Andy Motina of Mississauga, since then the pace has picked up nicely here and turned out to be a pretty entertaining half of soccer. See if Mississauga just decides to let this time kind of run out, get into the dressing room and regroup, and that's it. Referee Fabrizio Stasola blows down the first half of play. Quick recap for you. Number 19, Andy Motina, scored the game's first goal for Mississauga. That made it 1-0. And then it was 2 goals by the Windsor TFC squad. One on a penalty shot that tied the game. Celso Carapau, number 10, scoring there. And then it was Celso Carapau, just probably a couple minutes later, responding to a play out front. They got a gift out front and just hit one back home. And that's where we stand. 2-1 is our halftime score in favor of Windsor TFC over North Mississauga. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the call of the second half of action. You're watching League One Ontario soccer action on we-tv.ca.
Manpower. That's our specialty. We use it to build infrastructure, like the $1 billion parkway. That's real manpower in action. End to end, over 1,000 strong, forming bridges, carving out tunnels, shaping roadways. Our manpower is in demand. Well-trained, highly skilled, tough as nails. We've got what it takes to build your career. A solid career for building a better future. LiUNA. Feel the power.
The job market has changed, and I have to adapt. I'm not just getting theory, I'm getting skills. A degree isn't necessarily a pathway to their career. Being industry ready is. I choose to take control of my future, and my path is St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
And welcome back to Alumni Field, the site of League One Ontario soccer action here on we-tv.ca. My name is Dominic Papa. The opening game for Windsor TFC as they host the North Mississauga Soccer Club. After 45 minutes of play, the TFC Windsor squad leads 2-1, 2 goals by Celso Carapau, leading the way for Windsor. Andy Motina, the marksman for the North Mississauga squad, and second half action now is underway. Again, North Mississauga in the white and black. TFC Windsor, red and white trim. And certainly we're glad to have you along for the ride here tonight on we-tv.ca. the home of Windsor TFC soccer. Zarakis will come out and he'll just throw that one into, I should say, boot that one into touch. Again, Windsor scoring on a penalty shot in that first half. That tied the game at 1, and then just a couple of minutes later, Celso Carapau gets a gift right in front of the net and hits one home, giving Windsor the 2-1 lead. Windsor will be back in action again next Saturday, May 6th. Hard to believe we're already into May. But they'll be right back here at Alumni Field. 4 p.m. will be game time. And another strong opponent will be in town. Oakville Blue Devils will be here to challenge Windsor TFC. Oakville and Windsor last year tied in the standings with 28 points each. So we'll look for another exciting soccer match between those two clubs. Offside, the indication here. Windsor will take over the ball. Again, North Mississauga last season, an outstanding campaign, 11-5-6 record. And as I mentioned, they had the third best scoring total in the league with 63. 38 points. They finished 4th in the Western Conference. Windsor last season, 9-1-11. 28 points, finishing 5th in the Western Conference. It was FC London, the top team in the Western Conference last year. They had a 15-2-5 mark, an outstanding campaign for FC London, 47 points. But that wasn't the best, believe it or not. It was Vaughan Azzurri over in the Eastern Conference with a 17-4-1 mark, 55 points, an outstanding campaign, Vaughan Azzurri. And I'll tell you what, the Woodbridge Strikers, who finished 2nd in the Eastern Conference last year, in 22 games they only surrendered 17 goals. Outstanding defensively. Very impressive totals. League One Ontario growing and going in a good direction, and very competitive, and that's what you want. Every team has a chance to grow and certainly be competitive. Mississauga calling for a handball there, but that argument isn't going to go anywhere. Corner kick coming up here, though, for North Mississauga as they look to draw even on the scoreboard here. We're about almost 4 minutes into the second half. Again, that time you see up on the scoreboard, not the official time, it's an approximate. Mr. Fabrizio Stasola is the official timekeeper. Our head referee tonight. Free kick awarded here to Windsor, and quickly Stefan Zastovnikovic. See, I was doing it okay in the first half, and boy, oh boy, the second half. Got to bring my game to another level here. Wow, they're finally calling it offside. That was a very strange play, because at first, the Windsor TFC player on the right side, he pulled up. He thought he was offside, and There was no call, and about 2 or 3 seconds later, he decided to go after the ball, and finally the play was blown down, but it was somewhat confusing. It was Carapau, actually, that was the loose player. Be looking for the hat trick here tonight. But a very strange play. Never an easy task, though, to officiate any sport, I'll tell you that. Give these guys a lot of credit. Come and work hard and give their best every game. Carapau now on a run to the right side as he gets through the defender there. Finds, that was Al Youssef who couldn't control it, and unfortunately for Windsor, it goes into touch. But like many officials in many leagues, a lot of the officials have to work during the day and then travel and then come and call an event. Much like here tonight, officials travel and worked all day, and it's a long day. It's a tough task for anyone. And they come in and do a commendable job, that's for sure. Adamolu gets ahead on that ball as he finds Rugaber, and they're saying Rugaber was too far in, called on the offside. That's because the timing was just a little bit off. Kelly runs back. Vizarakis gets ahead on it, but he's way out of his net. He's trying to play. He blocks that shot. Vizarakis, holy smokes, he was probably about almost 20 yards out of his crease area, and he blocked the shot. Taken off the ball there strongly by Anthony Wright was Zastabnikovic. He's slow to get up. Luke Husbands over to Jamar Kelly. Kelly to Kodia. Kodia looks over the field, sends a long ball, has Adamalu on a run. Adamalu pulls up, and Anthony White, the goalkeeper for Mississauga, controls. Kelly gives chase now as he's being marked there by Prescott. Kelly comes up with it nicely. Mark Kelly, very impressive. Sends the ball on the left side here. Rugaber can't get to it as Anthony Wright beats him to it. It goes into touch. Windsor throw in.
Actually, he looks like a black guy in a white uniform. No, white guy, yeah. There we go. He's right behind him.
Cudmore.
I got you.
Prescott. Berhall. Cudmore can't control that pass. He does get the call, though, as it went off a Windsor player. I believe there was Rugaber there getting a foot on it. Berhall. Taking off the ball there nicely by Adamalu. Carapau switches fields. Kodia. Kelly with time and space. He'll look over the field. Sends a soft pass over here to Zastabnikovic. Kelly tripped up there momentarily. Here's Cudmore coming up with a loose ball. Vizarakis again way out of his net. And a good heads-up play, though. It pays off for him, but boy, oh boy, Vizarakis has been the risk taker. As we approach the 10-minute mark of this second half. Kyle Vizarakis twice has been out of his net to make plays. Goalkeeper's kick. Vizarakis sets the ball up right in the middle of the crease. Windsor continues to lead by 1. Phillips gets a head on it for a moment. Ali for Mississauga takes over. Anthony Wright, number 3. Wright looking upfield. Pulls up. Little touch pass to Amin. He can't get anywhere with it. Here's Kodia. They'll send it left side to Ruggeber. Kyle Ruggeber trying to cut into the middle. Little give and go. Ruggeber from Carapow, and a good heads-up play there by goalkeeper Anthony White. Otherwise, it's a 3-1 game. White read that play nicely. Ruggeber, left side. Has a man on the move. I believe this is Phillips moving up on the play. He's stripped off the ball momentarily, and into touch it goes. Approximately 11 and a half minutes gone by here in the second half. Windsor continues to lead by a goal. Right up the middle, a touch right there. Is it going to get to the back of that? Just wide as Cyprian Kodia. Perfectly timed play as Kodia just tried to, almost like a deflection in a hockey game, and it just rolled wide. But what a nice play there put together by Windsor TFC. Kodia almost with the little foot deflection to the back of the net. That one goes into touch, no call, as Cudmore didn't like the way he was marked there. I'm not going to win that argument again. Been covering sports for 32 years. I've never seen a player win an argument with a referee, so don't anticipate that changing anytime soon. I think we're going to get our first substitution of the game.
This guy's going off. Okay, somebody's going to replace him.
And it looks like coming out of the game is number 13, Dale Cudmore. I will have to get you this player's number 12. Unfortunately, I don't have a lineup to do so. Adamalu is going to send this ball back to Vizarakis. Windsor now controls. Carapow, the 2-goal man here tonight. Taking off the ball nicely there. Anthony Wright sends it back to Anthony White. Number 12 in the game now for North Mississauga is number 12, Anton Bortich, who came in to replace Dale Cudmore. They're working it here for us, getting us the info. As we approach the 60-minute mark, we're going to get another substitution. I believe this time it's going to be Windsor TFC. Cyprian Codia is going to come out of the game. And coming into the game, Patrick Sikora, number 16. So Cyprian Codia, number 22, is out. Patrick Sikora, number 16, is in for Windsor. Prescott's cross attempt deflected and knocked out of bounds. Throw in for North Mississauga. As we just passed the 60-minute mark.
7.
Under the lights here at Alumni Field. League One Ontario soccer action brought to you by Layuna 625. As Windsor clears that cross. Ruggeber on a run, moves it up to Al Youssef. Phillips. Sikora just in the game, gets his first touch. That pass intercepted. Carapaw doesn't like the call. Long ball looking for Prescott, doesn't get there. Bortich sends it back, and a one-timer goes upfield. And Holder's just going to go let it roll into touch. Quickly, he throws it in. Getting loose here is Motina, who's got the goal. Motina tries to go up high, and he can't finish there. As a good opportunity there for North Mississauga to draw even here with Windsor. Aramalu over to Ruggeber. Ruggeber controls. Nice pass inside to Sikora. Sikora tries to hit it, and that's blocked just at the last moment. Here's Bearhall. Does a nice job coming back to help out. Amin. White. Left side ball there. Alzier. To Bearhall. He gets it right back into Ali. Laith Ali. His pass intercepted by Ruggeber. Ruggeber's been very active this second half. Zastavnikovic up to Adamalo. Adamalo down the left side being marked. Adamalo still continues, taken down. Oh my. Coach Zibi Piakovic definitely can't believe that there was a call there, or was a no call there. Depends on what side of the ball you're on that one. Mississauga feeling that their defender was taken down, and of course Windsor arguing in favor of Stefan Adamalu. We have a North Mississauga player down at their end of the field. I believe that's Anthony Wright, number 3, who's down. He's holding his left knee area. There you can see Wright. He was involved with the collision there with Adamalo just moments ago. I wonder if that's some of the after effects of it. Looks like the team therapist for Windsor TFC, Anthony Mastro DaCosta, coming out onto the field. He was going to check it over. So he's got that left knee working again. Hopefully, again, nothing too serious. This will definitely add on extra playing time at the end of the 90-minute mark here. You can see Adamalo there, right to the right. He's talking it over with Fabrizio Stasola. He's still arguing the call. His right is up on his own power, but he does have to come out.
Right side? I see him now. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we'll see right back into the game in a moment. Ruggeber. As we resume play, and there is Wright as he moves back into the field. Good to see. Left side here to Adamalo. Adamalo pulls up, cross into the middle, goes right through the top of the crease area, and Mississauga intercepts from there. Jamar Kelly just pushes that ball back to Kyle Vizarakis. Husbands, Kelly, his pass almost intercepted. Bortich to Ali now for Mississauga. Both players going for the ball there. As Amin and Carapau went for a loose ball, and referee Stasola ruled in favor of Amin. That shot blocked. Kelly. Jump ball there. Bortich gets a head on it. Now Windsor will settle and control it. Ruggeber. Mississauga saying that ball went out of bounds into touch. No call though. Gentlemen, play. Keep playing until the whistle goes. Bear Hall switches fields over to the left side. Back to the right side. Bortich moving up on a play. Bortich inside the 16. Tries to get it through and it doesn't connect. Windsor's there to intercept. Amin. Nice run down the right side. Adamalo trips him up. No foul. Goes into I think we're going to have a corner kick here. Number 12, Anton Bortich, to perform that duty. His team's still down a goal as we are 68.5 minutes into this game, unofficially. 23.5 minutes into the second half. A one-timer goes into touch as it comes off the foot of Jamar Kelly, I believe that was, or was that Adamalo? Another one goes into touch here. You can see that Mississauga is starting to press a little bit, press the issue a little bit, trying to find that equalizer. A little more desperation in their game. I wouldn't say time's a huge factor just yet. Karapal, who's had an outstanding game here this evening, to Adamalu, who does a nice job of controlling that, and Ruggeber just couldn't catch up with that pass. Into touch it goes one more time as we hit the 70-minute mark. And that play there not executed well, as Patrick Sikora was trying to do the give and go. Kelly sends it back to Husband, who just pushes it to Vizarakis, one times it, and that'll go out of bounds into touch again. Bortich down the right side looking for Prescott. Kelly's there. Kelly, again, another solid, steady performance in the back there for Windsor TFC. That's what you know and get from Jamar Kelly game in and game out. Anton Bortich with the throw-in. Right across. Husband's got a foot on it, and it'll be a corner kick now for Mississauga.
Corner here, right?
That kick cut off short by Luke Husbands. Then Ruggeber sends it up to the left side here to Al Youssef, to Karpau. And that ball goes into touch. Are we getting a substitution here? I believe so. Not sure who's coming in here. Who's coming out? Looks like number 13, Kyle Ruggeber, maybe number 13 coming out. So TFC Windsor.
Where's 10?
And replacing him,
Oh, boy, 10.
number 17, Bradley Dos Santos.
That's it.
So Ruggeber out, Dos Santos in. Number 17, Adamalu gets around Bortich, and Bortich is going to get a yellow card as he grabbed the jersey of Stephen Adamalu, who blew past him. Bortich had no choice. So a yellow card issued to number 12, Anton Bortich. That coming just after the 72-minute mark. Free kick is almost like a corner kick on the right side of goalkeeper Anthony White, right into the middle. Gets through, and unfortunately for TFC Windsor, they just couldn't get a good foot on it. Good heads-up play there by the goalkeeper Anthony White.
What's that supposed to mean? Why? Why not? You don't know who that is.
Sikora. All right, check that. I apologize. That's Anton Bortich. Sikora. First part of the Windsor lineup.
Never. Just came here.
El Alzier controls. Can't get any further as Adamalo takes over the loose ball. Kelly. Kelly now looking to move upfield. Karpau. Back to Kelly, who's on the run. Kelly continues. Kelly in unfamiliar territory there. Motina sends it down the right side, and Vizarakis will get there first. No, he'll just let it roll out, taking advantage of that fast turf. And I believe we're going to get a substitution here again. This time, Coach Sam Medeiros of North Mississauga switching things up. Number 18 will come into the game. I'll try to get you a name for him. Unfortunately, I don't have that lineup. Coming out is number 19, the marksman for North Mississauga, Andy Motina. Coming in, number 18, replacing Motina.
That was fun. You're right, yeah.
Offside the call. And now I would say time becoming a little bit of a factor for North Mississauga as they try to get on equal terms here. Offside as Mississauga thought they had timed it right and play was blown down. Here's Dos Santos trying to catch up to that ball without a Malu, and Wright comes in to intercept, or I should say Anthony White. Number 18 for North Mississauga, Nathaniel Marksman. Gotta love that name for soccer. Boy, if that isn't a soccer name. Marksman in the game now for North Mississauga. This is Bearhall, who's been in all night and has played very hard and strong game here for North Mississauga, number 8. Here's Carapow. Carapow leading the attack for Windsor. Pulls up. Sikora got a foot on that ball for Windsor. That goes into touch. Al Alzier now down the left side for Mississauga. Alzier to Barhall. Switches it over here to Prescott. He's taken off the ball nicely there by Dos Santos. Vizarakis, a one-timer upfield, trying to catch up, and doing that was Zastabnikovic, but they're saying it did go out of bounds and into touch. Bortich looks over the field. Prescott taking off the ball there. Nicely that time by Patrick Sikora. Calling for a handball, and they get it. Sikora didn't agree with it. Again, you could sense that desperation of North Mississauga wanting these calls unofficially. We're 78, almost 78 and a half minutes into this one. Again, I'm sure there'll be a little bit of extra playing time at the end of the 90-minute mark. But time now becoming a factor for North Mississauga as they're down the goal here. Amin's free kick, trying to bend it in. No problem there for Vizarakis handling that. Once again, Windsor TFC will be in action. Right back here at the University Alumni Field, University of Windsor Alumni Field. On May 6th. Friday night, May 6th, the Oakville Blue Devils will be in town to take on Windsor TFC. I shouldn't say Friday, I should say Saturday, May 6th. And that will be a 4 p.m. start. Hope you can join us here at Alumni Field. If not, don't worry, we'll have all of the action covered for you here on TV starting at 4 p.m. Windsor will take the free kick.
Yeah, we were up like 2-0.
No doubt TFC Windsor would love to put another one in the back of the net and pretty much put the icing on the cake here. Long ball right in the middle. Adamalu was right there, got a head on it and just pushed it wide. Great effort there though by Stefan Adamalu. He's always dangerous, I'll tell you. Quickly, Anthony White moves the ball up. As the unofficial game time, 80.5 minutes into this one. This will be intercepted for a moment anyways. It was taken over by Dos Santos. He couldn't get anywhere with it. And slowly though, that ball rolls into Vizarakis. Over to Luke Husbands, who's been solid on the back end as well. Him and Jamar Kelly, a nice duo back there. A little clutching and grabbing going off there by Sikora. He's called. Anthony Wright now. Ali. Back to Wright. Wright launches a long ball, doesn't connect, and off number 19, Damon Johnson Holder of Windsor, and that goes into touch. Unofficially, 8.5 minutes. Again, add a little playing time to that. And that's how far away Windsor is from opening their season with a victory. Certainly, North Mississauga would like to take that away from them. Ortich. Got it to Ali. He couldn't go anywhere with it. And again, that goes into touch. Windsor throw in. This will be Bradley Dos Santos. To Sikora. Sikora too far for Carapau to catch up to that one. Sikora. Over to Al Youssef. Back to Husbands, to Vizarakis. Vizarakis very dangerously there. Doesn't do a good job of moving it up. As he was a little maybe too nonchalant there. Prescott gets it into the middle, and Vizarakis makes sure this time as he handles that one. Prescott. That pass intercepted. Dos Santos. Adamalu. Adamalu being marked tightly there by Ali. He'll send Dos Santos on a run. Taken off the ball nicely there by Amin. He'll send it back to White. Just a little more than 6 minutes unofficially remaining. Time now a big factor for North Mississauga, as they're down a goal. All the scoring coming in the first half. This is Prescott. Kelly's there to take him off the ball. Kelly now controls. Kelly continues on as Prescott a little frustrated. This is Luke Husbands. He'll leave it for Vizarakis. Vizarakis will send it into touch. And I believe we're going to get another substitution here on the part of Windsor TFC. As Coach Zibipiakwich going to his bench for the third time this evening. He'll take off the veteran, Stefan Adamalo, coming into the game. Number 15, Shahib Al-Kahude. Zarakis will field this one. So out of the game for Windsor, number 9, Stefan Adamalu, and coming in, number 15, Shahib Al-Kahulade. I hope I got that right. Al-Kahulade. First time seeing some of these guys, folks. I'll get it, though. Give me a little bit of time. We'll knock them out of the park soon. One more time into touch. Mississauga actually trying to get a free kick out of it, and referee Fabricio Stasola said, no, it's a throw-in. Bearhall. Juan Bearhall controls. Sends it into Prescott. He's taken off nicely there by Al Youssef. Here's Kelly again now with a nice run. Kelly down the left side. Kelly again leading the rush. Him and Amin doing battle. They've had a couple of tussles tonight. Kelly obstructs his man after losing the ball. Unofficially, 3.5 to go in this one. Again, I had a couple of minutes of playing time there. That's how much time North Mississauga has to draw even here as they're down 2-1. Again, first half, it was Mississauga opening the scoring. Andy Motina, number 19, finding the back of the net. And then 2 goals in that first half by Celso Carapau, putting Windsor into a 2-1 lead. And that's where we stand. One of those goals from Carapau, a penalty shot. Carapau struck it beautifully, going to the right side, low. And if it stands this way, he'll be the hero for the night. Again, last year these two teams split their 2 regular season meetings. Both teams winning at home. TFC won last year 3-1. And on the road, they were defeated by Mississauga handily by a 6-2 count. Mississauga, of course, plays right by the Hershey Center, or the Hershey Center area there. Home of the Mississauga Steelheads OHL team, who have made it to the OHL final. Congratulations to them. Isn't that amazing? You have all these sports going on at one time. You've got hockey, basketball, baseball, soccer. Great for the sports fan. Carapau, with a little bit of time and space, makes a move but couldn't finish it off. And I think that kick there from goaltender Anthony White, almost some sign of frustration there, as he just chose to put it into touch, didn't really look for any of his teammates. Husbands can't get anywhere with it. And again, one more time it goes into touch. And this is okay. Windsor will take this as it's just chewing up valuable time off that clock. They have everything in their favor right now. After the whistle, Husbands was winding up and he followed through. Mississauga didn't like that, but really it was unintentional. The indication is that there's going to be 4 minutes of additional time. We'll see what they officially say down on the field. Dos Santos has Kelly on the run. Kelly knocked off the ball by Yamin, but that'll be a corner kick for Windsor TFC. as we are approaching unofficially the 90-minute mark. That goes into touch, as Windsor can't take advantage of that. And they do indicate 4 minutes of additional time added here, as indicated by the fourth official on the sideline. 4 minutes of additional time. Al Youssef to Phillips. Phillips moves it upfield. Windsor saying it was their ball. Carapau pleading his case to no avail. Here's Bortich. Can't get anywhere. Boy, you got to be really impressed, though, how well Windsor has really marked up tightly and given North Mississauga no room at all to get any type of offensive sequence going here. They have blanketed them there very nicely. See if Mississauga can get something going here. That pass will go astray, and Vizarakis again alertly just lets it roll out of bounds. As we are into additional time, I'd say we're at least a minute or so into it. They have added 4 minutes of time. Vizarakis will take his time. Amin gets ahead on it, sends it right back into the Windsor end of the field. This is Prescott looking for someone out front. Windsor's there to cover up. That goes off Kelly and into touch. Maybe one last gasp attempt here for North Mississauga. As I'm just guessing, but probably a couple of minutes remaining. In extra time. Kelly gets ahead on it. Vizarakis wanted to cover it up. And we're going to get a free kick awarded here. Quickly, Amin trying to set this thing up. Referee Stasola said, okay guys, settle down, don't worry about the time, I've got it. It'll be fair. Here's a good opportunity though for Mississauga to try to get one crack at that Windsor net. Sundin Esperance bends one in nicely, just off ahead and out of bounds, or goalkeeper kick. Boy, what an opportunity there for Mississauga, and a huge break for Windsor TFC as a player is down for Mississauga. But that might seal the deal there. As it was a prime scoring opportunity from North Mississauga. That if not, don't worry, WeTV will bring you all the action live with a 4 p.m. kickoff. So that's it. That's the story here tonight. Windsor TFC wins their season opener 2-1 over North Mississauga. On behalf of the hard-working crew here behind the scenes at WeTV, this is Dominic Papa thanking you for tuning in. Take care, everyone. We'll see you all again very soon.